what the Prophet ﷺ taught about treating your spouse well. Bismillah. Today, we're talking about one of the most beautiful teachings of Islam, how the Prophet Muhammad taught us to treat our spouses with mercy, respect, and love. Marriage in Islam isn't just a contract, it's an act of worship. It's a place where two people help each other get closer to Allah. And the best example of how to treat your spouse? The Prophet ﷺ himself. Stay with me as we break down the Sunnah of marriage, the Sunnah of kindness, and the Sunnah of love. The Prophet's golden rule. The Prophet ﷺ said, "The best of you are the best to their families, and I am the best of you to my family." This hadith alone tells you everything. Your prayer matters, your fasting matters, your knowledge matters, but if your spouse fears your anger, if your family fears your harshness, you're missing the Sunnah. Gentleness was his nature. Aisha said, the Prophet ﷺ never hit anything with his hand, neither a woman nor a servant. Think about that. He faced battles, enemies, insults, and hardship, but inside his home, he was gentle, soft, kind, smiling, merciful. That's real strength. He listened deeply. One of the biggest teachings of the Prophet ﷺ is this: he listened. He didn't interrupt, he didn't mock feelings, he didn't say you're overthinking, he didn't roll his eyes. When Aisha told long stories, he listened from start to finish. Your spouse doesn't always want a solution, sometimes they just want to feel understood. He helped with housework. Aisha was asked, what did the Prophet ﷺ do in his home? She said, he served his family. He mended his own clothes, milked goats, swept the floor. The most powerful man in Medina, helping his family. Today some people think chores are women's work, but the Prophet ﷺ showed us that helping is sunnah. He expressed love. The Prophet ﷺ openly expressed love. He didn't hide it. He said about Aisha, I love her. When asked why, he smiled and said, like a strong binding knot. This teaches us, don't be shy to show affection. Don't be cold. Don't deprive your spouse of warmth. Love is sunnah. Emotional connection is sunnah. He never humiliated. The Prophet never insulted his wives. Not once. He corrected with wisdom, not humiliation. He didn't say you're always wrong. You don't know anything. You're being dramatic. He corrected gently, and when he disagreed, he did so with patience. This is emotional intelligence in Islam. He gave time and attention. Aisha said they used to race each other, and he let her win sometimes, and sometimes he won. He joked about it. This shows us, give your spouse time, play with them, laugh with them. Memories strengthen marriage more than lectures. He respected their emotions. One time Safiya felt sad because she was shorter. The Prophet ﷺ comforted her gently and reminded her of her worth. He validated her feelings. He didn't say, why are you upset? He didn't tell her to get over it. The sunnah is to care for your spouse's heart the way you care for your own. He showed mercy even in conflict. Arguments happen. Even the Prophet ﷺ had disagreements with his wives. But look how he handled conflict. Never shouting, never cursing, never holding grudges, never bringing up past mistakes. He taught us to solve problems with calm, mercy, and fairness. He protected feelings in public. The Prophet ﷺ never exposed private issues, never insulted in public, never embarrassed his spouse in front of others. He always elevated their dignity. If you protect your spouse's honor, Allah protects yours. He praised his spouses. The Prophet ﷺ praised Aisha, Khadija, and his wives openly. He said, Khadija believed in me when others doubted. He honored her memory even after her death. Praise strengthens love, appreciation strengthens peace. He resolved issues peacefully. When disagreement happened, he didn't shout or slam doors. He didn't stonewall or ignore for days. He approached problems with calmness, logic, love, clarity, fairness. This is the prophetic way of settling disputes. He remembered the good. The Prophet taught, a believer does not despise a believing woman. If he dislikes one of her traits, he will be pleased with another. Meaning, no spouse is perfect, but Allah asks you to focus on the good, mercy, perfection. He encouraged spiritual growth together. The Prophet ﷺ prayed with his wives, reminded them of dhikr, taught them Quran, and encouraged them to connect with Allah. A couple that remembers Allah together grows together. He was patient with mistakes. One time, Aisha became upset and broke a dish. What did he do? He simply smiled and said, your mother has become jealous. Then replaced the dish. No anger, no harsh words. This teaches us, controlling anger is sunnah, understanding is sunnah. How he treated Khadija. He remembered Khadija with love and respect years after her passing. Aisha said, "I never felt jealous of any woman like Khadija." The Prophet honored her kindness, sacrifice, and loyalty. This is how a Muslim shows gratitude. He made his spouse feel special. The Prophet ﷺ didn't treat his wives like a burden. He made them feel valued. He addressed them with kind words. He called Aisha Humaira, a sweet nickname. Kind words create warmth. Small gestures build big love. He smiled often. His smile was a form of mercy. Imagine coming home, stressed, tired, and your spouse sees you with a smile. This alone can change the mood of the entire house. The Sunnah is simple: smile. Be approachable. Bring peace into your home. He never mocked feelings. He took emotions seriously. He didn't belittle sadness or jealousy or stress. He responded with gentleness and understanding. And today, this is one of the greatest gifts you can give your spouse: emotional safety. He respected privacy. He never exposed secrets. What happens in marriage stays in marriage. Privacy is a trust. Breaking it destroys. Practiced forgiveness daily. Mercy was the default. Forgiveness was automatic. Understanding was constant. A marriage without forgiveness cannot survive. The Prophet ﷺ taught us that mercy wins hearts. He taught mutual rights. Islam protects both husband and wife. Their rights are balanced. Their responsibilities are shared. He taught, the most perfect believers are those best in character. Marriage exposes your character. Improve it for Allah. He encouraged rekindling love. He taught that spending time, gifting, and expressing affection increases love. Give gifts, for they increase love, he said. Even small gifts matter. Even small kindnesses matter. He honored women deeply. The Prophet ended female infanticide. He elevated women's status. He protected their rights. He commanded kindness to them. He said, treat women kindly. Islam is mercy. Marriage is mercy. The Prophet ﷺ is mercy. He balanced justice with love. He was fair. He was balanced. He gave time to each spouse with justice but also with warmth. Fairness plus love. Prophetic marriage. He taught that love is worship. He said that feeding your spouse, helping your spouse, smiling at your spouse, all of these are rewarded by Allah. Your marriage is part of your deeds. Make it a path to Jannah. He made dua for his family. He said, may Allah have mercy on a man who wakes up at night for prayer and wakes his wife, and a woman who wakes her husband. A couple that prays together has Allah's mercy upon their home. His marriage was built on peace. He didn't control. He didn't dominate. He didn't force. He didn't manipulate. He brought peace. He created peace. He was peace. Your spouse should feel safer with you than with anyone else. If you want a prophetic marriage, start with your character. Start with mercy. Start with patience. Start with understanding. The Prophet ﷺ taught us that the best Muslims are the best to their families. May Allah make our marriages full of tranquility, mercy, and love. May Allah make our homes filled with mercy and peace. If you found this reminder beneficial, follow for more Islamic knowledge and more Sunnah-based lessons on marriage and personal growth. Your support helps spread beneficial knowledge, so hit follow and share. Jazakumallahu khairan. Follow for more Islamic reminders, marriage lessons, and Sunnah-based guidance. Share this so others can benefit, and may Allah reward you.